How the Zionist billionaire family of Gilbert Bigio has ruled Haiti for over 100 years. So this guy is often described as Haiti's only billionaire. He's long been a polarizing figure in an impoverished Caribbean nation. His vast business empire and immense wealth stand in stark contrast to the grinding poverty experienced by most Haitians, raising questions about the ethics of his business practice and his influence in a country's turbulent politics. Now, his family's rise to power in Haiti is a story of generational wealth and accumulation and strategic business expansion spanning over a century. The Bigio's family roots in Haiti trace back to 1896 when Gilbert Bigio's father, a Sephardic Jew from Aleppo, Syria, which was then part of the Ottoman Empire, immigrated to the Caribbean nation. This early arrival gave the family a significant head start in establishing themselves in Haiti's business community. So in the early 1900s, the Bigio family began building their wealth through various trading companies and a cotton gin. This laid the foundation for their future business empire. The family's fortunes saw a significant boost in the 1970s with the establishment of a steel mill. The diversification into heavy industry marked a turning point in the Bigio family economic influence. Under Gilbert Bigio's leadership, the family business evolved into the GB Group, a diverse conglomerate with interests across multiple sectors of Haiti's economy. Some key developments include diversified investments. The GB Group gained controlling interest in at least 16 of Haiti's largest companies across industries such as energy, telecommunications, constructions, and consumer goods. Strategic partnerships like the Bigios became the largest Haitian partner in Digicel, which was a major telecommunications company in the Caribbean. They're also international expansion. You know, you had the GB Group acquired significant assets outside of Haiti, including Chevron's fuel marketing operations in Jamaica and the Dominican Republic and St. Martin. The consolidation of power, so the real growth of the Bigio family appears to have accelerated right after 2004. They had a private port terminal. They had energy interests in both Haiti and the Dominican Republic. And they had monopolistic control over various sectors of the Haitian economy, including the important ones in construction and cement and telecommunications. So in December 2022, the Canadian government imposed sanctions on Gilbert Bigio and two other influential Haitian elites, Reynold Deeb and Sharif Abdallah, under their special economic measures regulations. These sanctions were based on accusations of gross and systematic human rights violations and supports for illegal activities of armed criminal gangs, including money laundering and corruption. The sanctions effectively froze any assets the individuals may hold in Canada and marked a significant escalation in international efforts to address Haiti's ongoing crisis, which has been characterized by a rampant gang violence and instability. The sanctions drew attention from longstanding allegations that wealthy elites, like Bigio, are complicit in the violence plaguing Haiti. They cannot get their shit together there. The coup after coup, year after year. So there's been speculation that his private port in Lafito may have been used by gangs to import heavy weapons. So he is a renegade cowboy billionaire who pretty much owns Haiti and has more wealth than probably most Haitians combined. Canadian Foreign Affairs Minister Mélanie Joly emphasized that these measures were intended to pressure those responsible for the violence and urging other nations to take similar actions against Haitian elites supporting gang activities. This move highlighted the interconnectedness of Haiti's economic elite and ongoing turmoil, and it signaled a shift in the international perspective on the crisis. Most people just leave him alone. So his influence is everywhere. The political interference, his influence extends beyond his business world. His family has been accused of supporting coups against democratically elected leaders, including the ouster of President Jean-Bertrand Aristide in 1991 and 2004. In the early 1990s, the U.S. government sanctioned Bigio and his family for their support in the military coup against Aristide. I hope I'm saying that right. So it seems like when you get enough power and money, first you get the money, then you get the power, then you want to control the lives of everyone going into politics. A bizarre thing to want in your life. I don't know. Tax evasion and offshore accounts. So the Pandora Papers leak, which was a great movie made about it called The Laundromat, if you guys have ever seen it. Really cool movie. I think Meryl Streep and other people in it. One of my favorite movies. The 2021 Pandora Papers leak revealed that Bigio's use of offshore companies and trusts to move wealth to Miami and Switzerland raised questions about potential tax evasion. Now, this aligns with the broader accusations that Bigio and other wealthy Haitians routinely evade taxes, particularly on import duties. And when you're a billionaire in Haiti, who is going to enforce the law on you? Nobody. Beyond that, the controversial business practices of the family. You have Bigio's business practice coming under scrutiny in 2020. Haiti's Court of Auditors criticized a $30 million dredging contract giving to the Bigio family company, which is clear favoritism. There are also allegations that Bigio does not allow competition in sectors where he operates, effectively creating monopolies. So, as they do in situations, especially at the turn of the century in the United States, strike breakers, regulation breakers, anything you can do to during the time of Rockefeller, he had vertically integrated everything. That he owned the railroads that carried the oil. So he owned everything. And he used dirty tricks to maintain that monopoly. And wealth disparity. So let's not forget the big one, perhaps the most controversial, is Bigio's immense wealth amid Haiti's widespread poverty. That has been a persistent source of criticism for Bigio. While Bigio lives in luxury, many Haitians struggle with food insecurity and lack basic necessities. This stark contrast has led to accusations that Bigio and other elites profit from maintaining the current political and economic status quo at the expense of the general population. Now, how poor are they? Well, let's talk about it. The national poverty rate in Haiti is 58.6%, with 24% living in extreme poverty. Now, their GDP per capita in 2023 was about 1,690. 41% of the population is multidimensionally poor, and an additional 21% is classified as vulnerable to multidimensional poverty. The intensity of the deprivations among the multidimensionally poor is 48%. The depth of poverty is bad. Haiti ranks 158 out of 193 countries. I mean, it's just really far down on the UN Human Development Index. Another metric is 80% of the population lives below the poverty line, which is less than $2 a day. Now, that is set most likely by the World Bank, which fails to account for some things. But nevertheless, it's well known. It's a very impoverished country. 47% of the population of Haiti is over the 15 years old is illiterate. So you have trouble getting the basic amount of education, which is crucial in having a flourishing civilization, a society, etc. Almost 75% of all housing is made of sheet metal, wood, or cardboard with no toilets. I'll read that again. Almost 75% of all housing is made of sheet metal, wood, or cardboard with no toilets. I'm sure Bigio has a toilet. In 2021, nearly 93% of the population was unable to afford healthy food. 93% can't afford healthy food. Shocking amounts of nonsense. So, the connections to Israel. Let's go back to Bigio. The family connection to Israel spans over a century. It's rooted in their Sephardic Jewish heritage and intertwined with both Haiti and Israel's history. The relationship began with his father, who immigrated from Aleppo to Haiti in 1896 and played a role in Haiti's support for Israel during the statehood 1947 UN vote. The family ties to Israel solidified through diplomatic representation, with Gilbert Bigio serving as Israel's honorary consul in Haiti for over 2 decades, a position later assumed by his son, Reuven. Their commitment to Israel has been visibly demonstrated from flying large Israeli flags outside their homes and providing also Israeli field hospital after the 2010 Haiti earthquake, which killed, I think, about 200,000. It was like a lot of people. As de facto leaders of Haiti's small Jewish community, the Bigios have maintained cultural and religious connections, owning the only Sefer Torah in Haiti and participating in Jewish holidays and events. So they identify deeply with Israel and identify themselves as Zionists. Bigio's statement says, Israel to us is the motherland. It's the rock. It's how we identify ourselves. Obviously underscoring their enduring emotional and cultural tie to their Jewish state. Now, while it's not officially confirmed, there has been claims and allegations that the family are maintaining close ties with the Israeli Defense Force, including allegations of using Israeli commandos for their personal security, which wouldn't surprise me. Throughout the years, the Bigios have leveraged their positions to strengthen Israel's humanitarian efforts and image in Haiti, as exemplified by their support during the earthquake. Not really surprising, considering the tribalistic nature of humans, but also, the exploitative aspects of billionaires and how it's quite easy for them to not see all humans as equal. Because if you can exploit your workers, then you can certainly be a racist, eugenics believing nut job. And a lot of the times, billionaires and eugenics enthusiasts are the same. So what do I really think? Well, I think Gilbert Bigio is Haiti's very own Croesus in khakis, a man who has managed to amass a fortune that would make Midas blush. His own countrymen subsist on less than the cost of a New York latte. This paragon of Zionist virtue, this titan of Caribbean commerce, has spent a century perfecting the art of extracting wealth from a nation so impoverished that it makes sub-Saharan Africa look like the French Riviera. Bigio, with his tendencies of having his tentacles wrapped around every conceivable industry in Haiti, from steel to communications, has elevated crony capitalism to an art form that would make even the most rapacious robber barons of the Gilded Age, like Rockefeller, weep with envy. His family and their rise to power is a masterclass in opportunism, beginning with his father's fortuitous arrival in 1896, just in time to cash in on Haiti's perpetual misfortune. Not too late for the colonialist boom. Our intrepid tycoon, not content with merely dominating Haiti's economy, has taken it upon himself to play kingmaker, allegedly supporting coups against democratically elected leaders with the enthusiasm of a child toppling dominoes. One imagines Bigio in his luxurious Port-au-Prince mansion, idly deciding which president to topple next over his next morning coffee. And let us not forget his touching devotion to Israel, a relationship so symbolic it would make a remora fish blush. Bigio is ever the patriot. He has served Israel's honorary consul, no doubt ensuring Haiti's interests are always close second to those of his beloved motherland. One can almost hear the violins playing as he waxes lyrical about his connection to a country that he doesn't actually live in, while surrounded by the abject poverty of the one he does, and rules with an iron fist. But fear not, for Bigio is a job creator, right? Why, without him, how would Haiti's gangs arm themselves? Oh, his private port in Lafito stands as a testament to his entrepreneurial spirit, providing a convenient entry point for heavy weapons that keep Haiti streets lively and its population appropriately terrified. In the end, Gilbert Bigio stands as a shining example of what one man can achieve with nothing more than a century of inherited wealth, a complete lack of scruples, and a talent for exploiting a nation's misery. Truly, he is a poster child for the kind of capitalism that would make Ayn Rand herself recoil in horror. Bravo, Monsieur Bigio, bravo.